Just to start with then, Carlo, can we go through the team news? Just thinking how Alex Iwobi and Mason Holgate, and will they be available first of all?
Holgate will not be available today. We hope that tomorrow. We hope that he will be available the next game on Sunday, and then we have Iwobi has to train, but he will not have. We are sure that he's not going to have problem, and also Walcott is available.
How far away is Fabian Delph at the moment?
Fabian Delph, I cannot have an answer today because he's still in doing individual treatment.
Carlo, I just wonder as well what you made of criticism of the midfield against Spurs the other night, and in particular Gylfi Sigurdsson's performance. At one point criticised for not making a tackle. On the flip side, though, I suppose tackling is not something that Gylfi's necessarily renowned for, is it?
I'm not used to criticize the player in press conference. I don't think that. I didn't see that he didn't put a tackle. Gylfi's player professional 100%. Maybe he can play good, he can play bad, but we cannot discuss him as a professional. He's a great professional, and as I said, maybe he could do better, but I think that against Tottenham, all the team could do better, as I said after the game. So, but now is not the time to. I already analyzed the game against Tottenham. I already talked to the players, and I also said to the players that it's time to move on the next game that is tomorrow, and it is an important game against a strong team, and so we have to be focused there. The game against Tottenham is gone.
In general terms, though, Carlo, I just wonder what importance you're putting on adding more physicality in the midfield areas through this summer's transfer window. Just talking in general terms, obviously.
No, but I think that we have, at the end of the season, we are going to analyze the season together, and we are going to try to improve the squad for the next season. But now it's not a time to judge or to do a point what we did. I think at the end of the season, we have time to prepare the new season.
Just one positive from the other night, and Anthony Gordon again coming on and impressing and impacting on the performance in the second half. What does that say about the quality that he has, but also his confidence and belief at the moment?
No, as I said, he's doing well. He's young, but he's showing good personality, good character when he plays from the start. When he goes on the pitch as a substitute, he's doing really well. I have a lot of confidence in him, and he's our player, and for now and also for the future.
In terms of then his progression, what do you see as the next step for him?
He just need to play. I think he just need to play to increase his confidence. He has quality, of course. He can improve the knowledge, but the player is ready to play in Premier League without problem.
Just one thing that we're asking all managers ahead of these games, Carlo, at the moment is the drinks break. Is that something that you feel is useful for you and you want them to stay, or do you want them to go?
But I think that on the physical aspect, honestly, we don't need, because the temperature during the game is not so hot, and so. But on the technical and tactical aspect for the manager is really useful. You can talk to the players and you can change something. For this reason, I think it is helpful for the managers.
So that in essence, you want it to stay. It's making that much of a difference.
It can be. I think that it can be a good rule. For, as I said, for the manager. I know that they put this break for the physical aspect, but on the technical, as I said, and tactical aspect is a good thing for a manager.
I just want to ask you as well about some comments from Roberto Martinez, where he says it's only a matter of time before you win a trophy with Everton. How do you feel about
that? I hope that I feel good. I feel good because Martinez is a great manager, and I hope that he's still an Evertonian because he trained here. He did really well here, and I hope that soon we can invite him if we are able to win something. Of course, he will be our guest to celebrate.
No pressure then, Carlo.
No pressure.
Now, looking ahead to Southampton, obviously won 3 out of 4 since the restart. We saw them against Manchester City the other night as well. They're just a point behind yourselves. Yet back in October, it looked like Ralph Hasenhüttl was under pressure when they lost 9-0 to Leicester. What do you think of the job he's done there and how he's managed to turn that whole situation around?
I know the manager. He was in Lipsia when I was in Bayern. His team are really well organized. Southampton is really well organized. Is a team that is used to play with a lot of intensity. Strong team to play against, and we have to do our best. Ancelotti is doing a fantastic job at Southampton, and with the style that he was used to have when he was in Lipsia. I saw Southampton is as a shape, as organization, look like Lipsia.
Yeah, they win more points away from home as well, which is not necessarily the normal thing, is it?
No, because I think it's a team that they defend really well, really high, with a lot of pressure, and maybe it's not. It is absolutely normal that he was used to win more away than home.
And from your point of view then, Carlo, a must-win game if you're to have any chance of still qualifying for Europe now?
I think we still have chance. We still have chance. We have to win games. I think that it will be really important to win the 3 home games that we have to have chance. And of course, the key point will be this: to win home games and try to win again Wolves or Sheffield. So it will be difficult, but we still have chance.
Thanks, Carlo.
Thank you.
If we can go to Simon Crabtree next, please, from Premier League Productions.
Hello, Carlo. How are you?
I'm fine. You?
Good, thank you. Yeah, nice to see you. We've spoken about the great record that you've had since you've come in, since Boxing Day. You're up in the top 4 or 5 positions in the Premier League. I know it doesn't start at Boxing Day, but the Spurs result just seemed to maybe take a little bit of wind out the sails. So how do you make sure that that positivity returns, not just for the rest of this season, but also to take into next season, presumably, if there's only a short space between the two?
I think that, of course, against Everton, you can lose. When you play away against Everton, is a strong team, you can lose. Our disappointment was that the performance was not how we expected on the not only on the technical and tactical aspect. I think that we could show more intensity in play, but I think that there we can improve. I don't know if we are able to improve this season, because this season is still at the end, but next season, improving our knowledge, our how can I say, our spirit, our intensity, it could be important to compete better against the top 6 teams in the Premier League. It's true that we competed, but we could compete it differently, I think.
And just in terms, as you say, of keeping that momentum up and getting better.
Wait a second, please, because the volume is low.
That's okay. You tell me when you want me to continue.
Okay.
Okay. Awkward. Just in terms of trying to get back to that level then that you said, and the amount of time between the games is obviously quite short, and set pieces have improved massively at Everton since you've arrived. So how do you work on things like that at the moment when there is only a short space?
But when there is when you have not time to prepare the game, when you have only 3 days, you have to be focused more on videos, to show videos to the player, how spend more time on videos, because on the pitch, I think that you have to just try to give the player the time to recovery from the games. And so we spend this time preparing video to show to the players.
And just one finally, if I may, I know Djibril Sidibe came on at the Spurs game. Is he fit and ready if needed to start?
He's quite ready. He's quite ready. I think he is not 100% because he didn't train properly in the last 15 days, but he's quite ready. He's close. He's close to the top. I think he can start. I don't know if he can keep 90 minutes at the high level of intensity, but he can start. He has no problem.
Thank you.
Carl Markham from PA, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
Hi. You said that you still hope to have European qualification in your grasp. I'm just wondering, for the final 5 games, what is the target for the players? Is it a chance for the players to prove something to you going into next season?
No, I didn't understand. Sorry.
Sorry, in the last 5 games, is it a chance for the players to prove something to you?
No, I don't think that they have to prove. I know them. I know really well them. We spent 6 months together. I know really well how they live, their limits, their quality. So they don't have to prove me nothing. And they have to prove something for themselves, for the club, for the supporters. Because, as I said, to play the Europa League will be really important for the next season, but if this doesn't happen, nothing changes. The plan for the future is quite clear.
When you say the plan for the future is quite clear, does that mean you've already made your mind up about some of these players?
No, it means that we are going to improve the squad 100%. We are going to improve the quality of this team 100%. So to try to be more competitive at the top of the table compared to the bottom of the table. This is, I think that this season we were more close to the bottom. Next season we would like to be more close to the top.
Okay. James Mountford, Radio Merseyside.
Hello, Carlo.
Ciao, James.
Ciao. Just on Djibril Sidibe, have you made your mind up on whether you would like him still to be at Everton next season?
No, I think that, as I said, we are all focused on this, also the players. He was happy to sign one month more to finish the season, and after that, together, we are going to take a decision about his future and our future.
Just on another rule change, 5 substitutes. There is the possibility that they may consider putting this in again next season. Is this something that you'd be in favour of, having 5 substitutes?
But I'm not a big fan of the 5 substitution, because most of the substitution, I think that are done to lose time, to break the game. And so I think at 3 is enough. 3 is enough. 3 substitution is enough.
And we're now a couple of games into this project restart. We're getting used now to no supporters in the stadium. We've always known that supporters, of course, are key and central to football as we know it. How much are you missing the fans, particularly at home?
But of course, we would like to play at home, also because at home we we are doing really well. We did really well with our supporter, and but in general, we accept this, of course, because we wanted to restart, and it was important to restart the Premier League also without crowd. But I think that there is no one that want to watch games without crowd. So the crowd, the supporter are really important part of this sport. And so without supporter, without crowd, is a different game. I think it's a different game. From certain aspect, for a manager, I think you can talk more clear with your players during the game. You can do some adjustment during the game. When with a full stadium, it's more difficult to do this. But football is emotion, passion, and the crowd, the fun has to be there. There is no doubt for this. And I hope that soon they can reopen the stadium.
Thank you.